Hi, this is Emily Leiphart of Art from the Heart, and this video is part of my 5,000 YouTube subscribers celebration. I thought it would be fun to invite artists who craft with their kids, as well as inspiring young artists in the paper crafting industry to celebrate with me.
I'm Damien, and I'm excited to be joining my mom for the cutest video hop ever!
The amazing lineup for this video hop includes Catherine Pooler, Marie-Pierre Capistran, Simon Hurley, Laura Sturks, Laurel Beard, Samantha Mann, Evelyn T., Jill Dewey Hawkins, and Laura Basson.
We hope you have as much fun watching us craft with our parents as much as we enjoyed creating these projects to share with you. We're going to be making Valentine's cards and gifts for my class.
I used an inkjet printer to print out these digital stamps from Just Me Digital Stamps, one of our generous sponsors for this hop. I used Copic Express-It paper since it's only 80 pounds and feeds through the printer easily. We'll be using Copic markers to color these cuties.
We're using the beaver and koala from Everyday Animals set, as well as the s'mores from the S'mores and More set.
Before coloring, we'll die cut the images using the double-stitched rectangle stacks by My Favorite Things, who is also one of our generous sponsors for this hop. For all three images, we're using the same groupings of Copic markers, and all of those colors are listed in the supply list below and on my blog. The links for the digital stamps are also listed below.
While I'm coloring, I thought you might want to listen to me play piano.
I only notice now that you color like I do, by holding the lid in one hand and coloring with the other. Now all the cards are colored and we can move on to the shrink film charms. I'll be stamping the large acorn from My Favorite Nut by Neat and Tangled, which is now back in stock. Shrink film paper comes in clear and white, and I'm using the white. I'm stamping the image with Stays-On ink since this is a smooth, non-porous surface.
This ink smells so bad. Well, I guess it smells weird. Ugh.
The stamp really sticks to the shrink film, so I always have to grab the corner of it before I open the lid so the ink doesn't smudge or pull on the stamped surface as the stamp is coming off the paper. I'm stamping the image 5 times in each sheet to get 25 charms.
I use Sharpies to color all the squirrels and acorns. I love bright colors and I hope my classmates like them too. Those squirrels are so cute. My family really loves squirrels, especially ones who are trained in our backyard.
When the coloring is all done, I die cut each of them and punch holes to prepare for baking. Here's the size difference between the original image and the baked version. You can see how much smaller it is. It's also considerably thicker, but that's why it makes such a fun charm. The colors also darken.
On the left you can see all of the strung charms, and on your right you can see several of the finished charms. My mom is using silver elastic cord. She doubles its length and threads the loop through the front of the charm. Then she pulls 2 ends through the loop.
I just used beads that we had lying around the house. Luckily, the colors matched up with the ones we used to color the charms. As we run out of certain beads, we'll be swapping in other ones, and some of them will have slightly more masculine colors. As we were making these, I found it easier to string one side at a time and tie off each end without having to worry about the beads on the other side.
I preferred stringing both sides at the same time.
I tied double knots at both ends, at the clasp and also the split ring. Glossy accents work amazingly well to ensure that those knots never come undone. I found it easier to pour out the adhesive and use the head of a pin to apply it around the knots, since the nozzle kept clogging between each use.
Ta-da! All of the charm bracelets are done! Aren't they nice? I love the variation of the colors and shapes of the beads. Here's a closer look of some of the different ones. Now we're going to stamp on these cute striped craft envelopes.
Since the printed cards are thin and I want the kids to be able to use them as bookmarks, I'm going to die cut a backing from 100-pound craft cardstock. This time I used the My Favorite Things stitched rectangle stacks dies.
Using a tape runner, I'm adhering all of the cards onto the craft frames. After we stamp the envelopes, we're going to package both the cards and the bracelets together in each envelope.
For the front of each envelope, I'm using the bear from the Paper Smooches stamp set Courteous Cuties, as well as a complimentary sentiment from the Courteous Cuties 2 stamp set. The ink we're using is the Vintage Metallic Ombre ink by Hero Arts. I love how it reflects in the light, and since it's a pigment ink, it sits on top of the craft paper nicely. I fold down the flap of the envelope to make sure that both the image and the sentiment are centered together on the envelope when the flap is down. On the back of the cards, I want to stamp "You're the best," so Damien can sign his name below it and address each classmate above it. This sentiment is from the Essentials by Ellen stamp set called Fancy Thanks. Ellen Hudson is also one of the Hop's generous sponsors. This time I'm using VersaFine Onyx Black pigment ink. The script is very fine, so I want the lines to stamp crisp and clear. This is the best ink for that.
To make it easy, I signed my name on all of them using a blue pen. Then I switched to pink for my classmates' names. After I finish addressing the cards, I have to write corresponding names on the backs of the envelope so I know which card is going to who.
Here's what the final packaging will look like. We're going to slip the cards inside first, then slide a bracelet down in front of the card, making sure it falls to the bottom of the envelope. That will make it easy to fold the flap down and tape it down with a piece of pretty washi tape.
I've brought my softest bear, Kuma, to help me. Isn't she cute? She's super soft too. She's my favorite and also my mom's favorite. She's always trying to steal her from me.
Kuma has had enough?
Yes, me too.
Okay, you take a break and I'll finish up. Now they're all done.
I love seeing all of the packages together like this. I can't wait to give them out. Thank you, Mommy, for helping me make these for my class.
You're so welcome. Thank you for joining me for this video hop.
Thank you so much to our generous sponsors.
There are 11 giveaways for this video hop as well as store coupons. Our sponsors include Catherine Pooler Designs, Ellen Hudson, Just Me Prints, My Favorite Things, Neat and Tangled, Paper Smooches, Pretty Little Studio, Simon Says Stamp, Sunny Studio Stamps, Technique Tuesday, and Winnie and Walter. Be sure to visit my blog for the full list of sponsors, coupon codes, and deadlines for commenting to win.
Now we're sending you over to Catherine Pooler's YouTube channel. She's crafting with her daughter, Eva, and we know you're going to love their gorgeous project. We smiled the whole way through it.
Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you!